So we're gonna take it all the way back to, my Dougie. That was a huge record. Let us know how huge it was.
Man, actually, my Dougie was shit. It was bigger than what I expected, man. I mean, the original Dougie video doing 7 million views on YouTube. Then the fucking remix with Soulja Boy doing like another 12 million. You know what I'm saying? It was real big, man. I mean, every city and state in the nation, overseas, it was bigger than what we thought. You know what I'm saying? When we did it, we didn't expect it to do what it did, because I was on some other shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came out with the jam, I was a Young Rally. You know what I'm saying? Me and Young Pig and shit, and we was on some just straight gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So I really did that shit just
to on some play around.
Yeah, on some
testing
some testing the waters ass. Let's see how this shit'll turn out, and the shit ended up being a blessing. So it was way bigger than what I thought, man. It was real huge. As you can see, you know what I'm saying?
The track was super huge, as you mentioned, Soulja Boy was on it, and a lot of people was using that instrumental for freestyles. How did you and Soulja Boy collab for the remix?
Soulja Boy had did a jam, did a verse on there, and was rocking it around Atlanta and shit, woo woo woo, and we kind of got drift of it, so we reached out, and he had a show in LA at the time, and was trying to fly us out, but me being in the situation that I was in, I think I had just caught some fucking like charges here, so I couldn't leave the city. But Lil Spain and Rude and them, they flew out to Cali, linked up with him, showed them how to do the little dance or whatever that went with the shit, and he laid another verse to it that night, and shit, from there it was all love. I mean, homie ain't charged for no verse or none of that, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up. So 3 years later, it was to teach me how to Dougie. And Dallas, they didn't really like that. It was a lot of shit going on, being talked about. How did you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, at first, I felt good about it at first, just being 100, because I felt like they was paying homage. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way when I came out with the shit, with the original Dougie Fresh, he showed so much love to where it'd only be right for me to do the same for them. But on the back end, when we had certain deals and stipulations on how shit was supposed to work out, and they didn't stick in to the end of the deal, it kind of pissed me off, you know what I'm saying? So I gave numerous calls and tried to reach out. Niggas wasn't hearing it. So when I made a fucking YouTube video about it to let the world see, that's when I finally got the call, you know what I'm saying? I had that discussion with them, and you know what I'm saying, kind of get shit right. But as far as that, I mean, I'm always gonna be the first, you know what I'm saying? People never forget the first, so it is what it is. I love it.
Right. They had B Hamp in the video, they had YG Rickle dancing in the video, but so basically they didn't reach out to you.
Yeah, I mean, no, they reached out. They reached out. I was there. I was in the video.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was there. They flew me out to Cali. Reached out to me. I mean, was all on some, man, we know you started this shit. We gonna pay homage, woo, 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 woo. But I'm sitting back one day, and I catch a fucking interview that they doing on the Monique show, and she asked him about the dance, about the song and the whole dance and shit, and they say, yeah, it was Dallas based, but they don't actually know where it came from. If they didn't know where it came from, how the hell would they reach out to Lil Wil? You know what I'm saying? Why was I in the video? Why would the first fucking verse even start off with, I ain't from Dallas, but I D-Town Boogie?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, niggas knew what it was. They just tried to go a different route on some flake shit. And nigga, I'm from the D and I'm a G. Do not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check that shit every motherfucking time. So that's what I felt I had to do to get the situation right.
Right. So basically, they did steal the Dougie. Would you say that? Or they just didn't pay homage? when they try to take credit for something.
Yeah, well, basically they stole it because the jam was already recorded and in the works before I even received the call on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I received the call on it, it was probably 2 weeks before they were shooting a video for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, yes, they did steal it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not one to trip over petty shit like that. If you tell me one thing, do it. Be a man of your words. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from out here, all you got is your balls and your words. So rock how you rock. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. A lot of people were mad at them. Then a lot of people was like, Dallas always letting people steal their stuff. A lot of people took it out. Well, they didn't really take it out on you, but they was a little upset with you. But at the end of the day, what is your total intake on the whole thing? Because a lot of people felt like you got robbed.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I just take it for what it is, man. I mean, if a motherfucker gotta even take a part of your swag, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you doing something right. So I feel like, hey, shit, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Everything I did something right because 3 to 4 years later down the line, and you made a song saying, teach me how to Dougie. You know what I'm saying? So it made me feel great, man. I'm a creator. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So, a lot of people want to know where you've been,
Man, I've been involved in a lot of fucking just trouble with the laws, you know what I'm saying? Like trouble in between the family, you know what I'm saying? The niggas that was running with me at the time, it was like a lot of people don't know, Lil Spain and Rude doing 15 years now for attempted murder, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of shit that was going on and with me and also in my inner circle that just derailed me from what I was supposed to be doing, and that was my craft. And that's another thing I want to do, like apologize to the city. I'm a real nigga, so I want to, y'all hearing this shit right now, Say Cheese TV, Lil Wil apologize to the city of Dallas, man, because ain't a nigga did it like me, and I felt like it was a lot of shit that I could have did to do the shit better, but don't even trip. The homie's still here, and he back at it 100%, and it is what it is.
Definitely. So, I mean, you just got out of jail.
Yes.
Give us a little information on that.
That whole situation, man, it was just me being silly again, riding around the city with a couple of cruisers like I'm untouchable, on my, you know what I'm saying, on my belly shit, you know what I'm saying, on my bun shit, like I couldn't be touched, and got caught with the cruisers, man, and they tried to hit me with some manufacturing and delivering, it's told so much of the city with the shit and all this other shit, so I mean, it just was a bad look all the way, you know what I'm saying? But the shit behind me now, so we rocking, man. We rocking.